Imagine yourself leaving for work one day only to come home to a spotless house. No, you do not have a maid. No, it is not your girlfriend. No, it is not your roommate. It is just this thing. I would like to introduce you to Neo, the home robot that does a little bit of everything. And yes, it is somehow helpful, but also terrifying all at the same time. I mean, look at this thing. It literally looks like it has human cognitive functions. Apparently, they're saying this thing is so advanced, people have already started deeming this the beginning of the end. And today, we are going to be reacting to this video by 1X, the creator of the Neo home robot. And they're going to go over three main things. They're going to look at functionality, they're going to look at how it can help you, and the one I'm most curious about is they're going to look at the overall price of this thing.
My name is Bernd, and today we're launching Neo.
Hold on, the fact that the robot looked at him, looked at us, and then looked back at him, how does it know it's being videotaped? I'm already kind of blown away. If what that robot just did was all on its own, then I think we may be cooked. Bro, this thing looks... Why is it moving? Why is it moving like it's human? Carrying boxes? Hold on, how strong is this thing? Walking down steps. Oh, you can make it dance. Oh. So is he controlling the robot in this situation? That's really interesting. And it's kind of concerning because this thing has two eyes. And are cameras in those eyes? What if we're looking at something where the robot is not actually AI, but being controlled by someone off in another location with access into your home? That's really interesting, and I'm surprised they would show that in this showcase. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I was about to say, no way they got the robot. Why is he looking like that? Why does he have these human mannerisms? That part alone is kind of freaking me out. That he's looking, you saw her put the shirt up on his chest and he's like looking down and then looks at her. What? Either this is being controlled by somebody or this video is completely fake. I know we've had other robots and different things like that have dropped over the past years, but I've never seen one that looks this human.
This all started a decade ago, working really hard on making what is Neo a reality. But to me personally, this started when I was like 10 years old. I grew up reading these beautiful books and watching these beautiful sci-fi movies where the future was all about how we as humans, we really focus on the things that matter to us. You know, Rosie the robot would be ensuring family had time, or Data would help humanity explore the galaxy. And I really hope that when you get your Neo now, we can help give you back some of that time so you can really spend it on what you feel is very meaningful to you.
So what he's really saying is that this is, when you think back to robots and what they would do whenever you would see a movie in the 50s or the 60s or the Jetsons where they had a robot that would do literally all of the chores so that the owners wouldn't have to do anything. Or if you've seen that movie Companion, where literally the robot was just a human, this makes me feel like that is literally the direction that we're heading. I know in 2025, they said we would have flying cars, but as a child, when I think back, I never thought we would be this technologically advanced to where we'd have robots that would actually be able to do household chores for you so that you're literally completely hands off.
Neo is a humanoid companion designed to transform your life at home. It combines AI and advanced hardware to help with daily chores and bring intelligence into your everyday life. Neo was engineered from the ground up for safety. Its tendon-driven body is quiet and lightweight. Its low-energy motions make it uniquely safe for you and your home. But safe doesn't mean limited.
5'6", 66 pounds, 4 hours of battery life. I mean, you really don't need much more time than that to clean your house, let's be honest. Soft body. I don't know why they would put that in there, but 1X Cortex, 22 degrees of freedom, human hand level hand dexterity. So this thing can literally just, I wouldn't say it can do all the things a human hand can do, but it's obviously good enough to do human chores and tasks and responsibilities. So the level of detail that they put in this thing is kind of insane. 154-pound lift. It is able to lift 154 pounds. So a small human woman or a child, imagine having this thing watch over your child. I'm sure people that buy this thing will try to task it to do such a thing, which I think is actually insane. 2 8-megapixel fisheye cameras. So it has two cameras. Why is a robot doesn't need 2 cameras in its eyes? Now, when you really when you really think about that, it kind of gives me a sense of uneasiness. Okay, one camera and one eye, I understand. But it said it has 2 8-megapixel cameras, and I'm assuming one in each eye. So one eye is going to be the robot AI detection to do certain things around the house, and then the other eye is going to be somebody in a warehouse somewhere tapped into your robot's eye to look into your house. That's a little sketchy if you ask me.
NEO's hardware comes packed with features like human-level dexterity and a 55-pound carrying capacity so that it can handle any of your chores reliably. We also worked really hard to make NEO's design friendly and comfortable to be around. Each NEO comes with a machine-washable knit suit, a head, and shoes that you can customize to fit your style. As for using
so you can throw some Jordans on this thing. You can put a fit on. You honestly could. If and when I get a NEO, I'm gonna have my NEO with an outfit on. You're gonna have some Jordans in a essentials hoodie at least. Maybe throw a hat on. Cover out one of them eyes though, so nobody can spy on me.
We made the experience simple. Out of the box, the core of your experience is fully autonomous. The chores feature lets you schedule a time for your NEO to do all of your chores so you can come back to a cleaner home every day. With the AI companion feature, you can talk to your NEO to get assistance with anything from a hard question to a household task. With NEO's autonomy, you can get access to all of its latest AI features to get help with tasks on demand. And the NEO app lets you interact with your NEO from anywhere. But all you have to do to get started is turn on your NEO and introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself? Is it if you've seen Companion, if you know.
Hey, I'm Neo. I'm here to help around the house. What's your name?
Harry.
Nice to meet you, Harry. When you have a question or want something done, just let me know.
That is insane. See, its head is tracking her. That is crazy.
We built the chores feature to give you your time back. You give your NEO a list of chores, you schedule a time that you want them done so that you can focus on what matters to you while your NEO does the rest. You can schedule chores by either talking to your NEO or using the app. The way it works is you schedule a time that works best for you, and then you create a list of chores. Whether it's something more specific, like watering the plants on Tuesdays, or something more general, like tidying the house, your NEO will get it done at the scheduled time.
That is crazy.
If there are any chores that your NEO hasn't learned how to do autonomously, you can use expert mode to have an expert from 1X supervise the session and provide corrective intervention to help NEO complete.
There goes. The other eye is for somebody in a warehouse to look into your camera and look into your house. You have to think, there's a part of me that thinks out in this world, we have some really good people that can hack into literally anything. What is going to stop them from hacking into your NEO and looking into your house when you're not suspecting it? The fact that they have the ability to live view what you have going on through your robot who is in your house, that is your maid. It's kind of crazy to me. I would hope that they would have some firewalls in place or some hacker blocks to prevent something like that from happening.
Any task.
Is he gonna hang the coat? He's hanging the coat on the wall. Tidying the shoes. Is it actually vacuuming?
Anytime you're away from home and you want to see what your NEO's up to, you can open the app and see directly from NEO's point of view.
Just tap into your NEO, you tap in, you just click over to your NEO and literally your house is on fire. You click over to your NEO, somebody's taking it away. Click over to your NEO, literally staring a robber dead in the eyes. It is definitely an interesting concept to be able to view what your NEO is doing when you're not at home. Taking the plates and putting them in the cabinet is crazy. My problem with the dishwasher is I'm real particular about my dishes. Some of them you gotta scrub. I doubt the Neo is gonna be scrubbing dishes. I understand loading them in the dishwasher, taking them out, putting them up. But if you know, you fry eggs on a cast iron or a silver pan and you don't heat it up correctly, things gonna have eggs on it. I don't think Neo is gonna be able to handle something like that. Oh, unplugging stuff from the wall is crazy. Close a little toilet. Can his hands get wet? Oh, his hands can get wet. He's washing his hands? Does a robot gotta wash his hands? The germ-conscious robot is ridiculous. And he puts himself on the charger? That's crazy. Bro charges himself. Clean spot. It's crazy.
I can't seem to find my glasses. Is this paprika?
No, that's cayenne pepper. Also, your glasses are on your shirt.
That's insane.
Could I use this in my chili?
They're both made from chili peppers, and you could put cayenne in your chili, but it is much spicier.
Neo is a speech-enabled...
So basically he has like an AI language model built into him so he can converse with you and tell you facts. I'm not gonna lie, that's impressive.
Any kind of conversation. Where other AI assistants are confined to your phone or computer, Neo lives with you in your physical space and has the ability to see, hear, and remember things about your surrounding environment to provide you with uniquely helpful assistance. For example, it can suggest what to cook based on what you have in the fridge, remember your progress while teaching you a new language, and even give you interior design advice.
That's insane.
The gestures and the light rings express Neo's intentions. Its audio intelligence can also pick up on whether you are addressing it or someone else in the room to decide if it should respond or not. As you might expect from a home robot, talking to Neo with natural language is the primary user interface for all of Neo's functionality, including autonomy.
This thing is actually humanoid robot.
Your Neo comes with Redwood AI, enabling it to do basic household tasks autonomously.
Yeah. No, for sure. Okay, one sec. All right. Yeah. Hey, Neo! Can you get the door, please?
Get the door. Walking to the door. How does he know what door to go to? Oh, he waits for the guest and opens the door.
Neo's autonomy works by taking requests like,
Hey, Neo, can you take this cup to the sink for me?
And breaking it down into simple steps, such as walking to the person, grabbing the cup, and then walking the cup to the kitchen, and then putting it away. Neo's autonomy improves with diverse data and real-world experience. As Neo does more chores, you'll receive updates to your Redwood model that increase the complexity of tasks that Neo can handle, such as finding your keys and wallet or doing a full laundry cycle end-to-end.
I think that honestly is a huge game changer, that it could literally remember where your items are based off of the chores that it does. But for me, it begs the question, do you need to put an SD card into the robot, or is there a subscription model that it has in order for it to continue with these tasks, or is it a one-time fee? This seems really cool, but how are we going to pay for this thing? This might be a dumb question, but is it strictly based off of Wi-Fi? If your Wi-Fi is slow, is the robot going to be slow? If it's not off Wi-Fi, is it off cellular? Again, that circles me back to the question on how much does this thing cost? Bringing in feeding your dogs. Like I said before, I know some people, some irresponsible people are going to get this thing and expect it to take care of their baby.
Eventually, Neo will become fully autonomous, capable of helping you with anything around the house.
The Neo you get today will only get better. And as we keep shipping features, it'll be more and more useful in your everyday life. Now, the journey there is not going to be perfect, and we're not going to pretend it's going to be. But as someone who lives with Neo every
I need to see
day,
the price.
there is no experience quite as magical. So today, we're excited to invite you in on this journey. We believe that the future will be shaped not just by us, but by all of you who believe in this as deeply as we do. Now, if this is you, pre-order your
$20,000? I don't know if I love or hate the $20,000 price point. Now, I want to be upfront. This is a rich person item. This is not going to be a household item, at least not now. This is very much new technology that we're seeing. I think he said Redwood AI is what's being used on this, but $20,000, it takes the target audience to a whole new level because the average American isn't, or the average person isn't affording this. Now, on the other hand, $4.99 a month for the standard rollout may be feasible for some people in a better financial situation than others. And I also want to think, with that $20,000 price point being labeled for early access, is it going to be cheaper whenever it does officially drop to the general public? But then that $4.99 a month, let me do some math really quick. How fast does that take you to $20,000? So to hit $20,000 at $4.99 a month is 40 months, which translates to 3.3 years. So if that's the case, if you do want to keep Neo for long term, it just might be better to go with the $20,000 price point at this time. And if you can't afford that, then you don't need a Neo robot. But I'm still on the fence about how I feel about that price point. Personally, I thought they would make it a little bit more expensive, which I'm grateful that they did put it there. I feel like that's somewhat of an achievable goal. Still, definitely something that's not for your average American. I'm actually so curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this Neo robot. Do you think this is something that can be sustainable for the future? Or do you think this is something for the rich that is just a waste of money that they're going to write off on their taxes? Let me know down in the comments below. If you had a Neo, what would you use it for? That is it for this video, guys. If you haven't, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next one.